So Modern Warfare 3 is out, but there is still the Season 6 Battle Pass from Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone. So if you guys need to level that up and earn Battle Pass tokens, I'm going to explain how to do that quickly and easily in this video. It's not going to be every single method. I'll save that for when Season 1 comes out, but I'm just going to talk about some of the quickest and easiest methods for leveling up your Battle Pass for that Season 6 Battle Pass in Modern Warfare 3. So if you need tokens and want to earn that stuff, this is the video for you. If you find this useful, be sure to drop a like on the video. Okay, so I'm going to talk about quite a few different methods. I'm going to quickly talk about multiplayer and then I'll talk about the methods for zombies. Like I say, I have a more extensive guide when Modern Warfare 3 Season 1 comes out. So for multiplayer, it's up to you guys what you play for multiplayer, but one of the best methods I like is by playing sort of close quarters map mosh pits. Now at the moment it's great because we've got the Rust 24/7 playlist. We've also got a Terminal 24/7 playlist, but I prefer the Rust one because it's a bit closer and a bit easier to get kills. So what you want to do is jump into Rust, get your kills, make sure you're using decoy grenades as your tactical equipment. If you guys haven't unlocked that, I've got a guide for how to unlock that. Feel free to check it out on how to lock any equipment or weapons in the game quickly without having to do all these silly armory unlock challenges. But yeah, you want to put on decoy grenades and you just want to keep chucking them around the map close to where enemies are. That's going to get you decoy assist and it's going to get you passive XP while you're getting XP from other methods as well. So that's the first thing you want to do. Before we get into the video, if you're looking to permanently unlock the new Modern Warfare 3 Mastery camos, including Interstellar and Borealis, or play in bot lobbies to max out your guns and unlock camos quickly, or even get your hands on an instant delivery pre-made account, then be sure to check out MitchCactus.com. These guys are the biggest and most reliable sellers with tons of brand new offerings for Modern Warfare 3 with completely safe and legitimate services for Xbox, PlayStation and PC. So far they have almost 10,000 reviews on Trustpilot. If any of that sounds good to you guys, then make sure to use code RAGER for 5% off for a limited time only. You want to go around obviously getting as many kills as you can, destroying kill streaks, field upgrade and equipment from enemies, and make sure you use your own kill streaks, equipment and field upgrades, as that's going to get you more XP as well. So as well as doing all that stuff, the other thing you want to do is go for the objective. Objectives like domination, hardpoint and kill confirmed are really good, especially on Rust. It's a small map, it's easy to capture the flags or get kill confirmed tags, and the thing is the objective XP is going to get you a lot of the XP towards your battle pass. So make sure you're capturing as many domination flags or hardpoints as you can. Make sure you're defending them from the enemies, as that's going to get you more XP from getting kills and from capturing it or defending it compared to just getting kills or just doing the objective. So doing both is great. Go for the objective, collect as many kill confirmed tags as you can. Kill confirmed is great, domination is great, hardpoint is great, like I say. So play the objective, get as many kills as you can in Rust, use your decoy grenades, and make sure you're using and destroying equipment, field upgrades, and score streaks. If you do that, you're going to level up your battle pass quite fast, especially at the moment as there's double battle pass XP in the game. That's kind of my main method for multiplayer. In terms of zombies, this is probably a little bit better and a little bit more efficient just because you have longer matches, but also you can probably get more XP. So I kind of prefer doing zombies, but it just depends what you guys want to play. So for zombies, what you want to do is you want to go around getting kills, earning money, looting, and doing certain contracts before exfilling. So just a quick thing to note is obviously the higher the tier you're doing the contracts in, the more XP you get. So if you can do it in like tier 2 or tier 3, it's great. If not, tier 1 is fine. So it doesn't matter too much, but if you can do higher tiers, it is better as you get more XP, more money, that kind of stuff, and better gear as well for the rewards. But obviously you guys are just focused on battle pass tokens today. So what I'd recommend doing is doing contracts and then doing a certain method to get kills. So what I'd recommend is when you spawn in, head to one of the nearest contracts to you. This should be in the tier 1 zone. The best contracts I find are ones like bounty contracts, you know, to destroy the HVT enemy. That's normally a mangler or a mimic. In the tier 1 zone, it's very easy, but if you are struggling, the thing to do is go to the HVT contract area. There'll be a little blue zone, there'll be the boss in there, and what you want to do is just basically kind of attract them and just keep kind of running away. The boss will come towards you, especially if you keep shooting it, but after a little while, there is only a certain radius that the boss can actually walk around. So after a certain while, it will come to the end of where it can walk to, and then it will just turn around and walk back towards where it came from. So it can't chase you forever. There's only a certain distance before it will run out, and there'll be sort of like a invisible barrier that it can't get past. So it's really useful to know that. So if you are struggling, you can just keep killing the boss, going to the edge of the barrier, and then once it turns around, you know, doing some damage and so on. For manglers, I just recommend shooting the hand cannon when it's actually firing up. That does a lot of damage. But yeah, the HVT contracts are really easy to do. Highly recommend those. The other one is the deliver cargo contracts. So these are great because all you have to start the contract, go to one of the gas stations, open up the door, there will be a vehicle that you need to get into, then you just drive it to a specific area and then the contract's done. Now along the way, there is a helicopter that's going to be shooting you, but you can kind of quite easily avoid most of the bullets that it's firing at you, so you don't have to worry too much about the helicopter. What you have to worry about more is actually the zombies. So every time you run over a zombie with your vehicle, it's going to do a lot of damage to your vehicle, like a stupid amount of damage for one zombie. So obviously the more zombies you run over, the more damage your car's going to have. So what I'd recommend doing is just kind of avoiding the zombies altogether, kind of drive around them, make sure you don't hit them. Obviously avoid the firing from the helicopter as well, and it shouldn't take you too long to get to the destination for the contract. And obviously at that point there'll be a pile of zombies below a hook connected to the helicopter. You just run run over the zombies, park the car there, and then the reward rift will spawn, the contract will end, and you can just repeat. Now, what I like doing is if there's lots of deliver cargo contracts in the area, or there's some nearby, you can also just get back into that same vehicle and then just drive to the next deliver cargo contract, and so on and so on. So those are some good contracts. The other ones are spore control is quite good. You just got to destroy 6 spores, and the other one is outlast, where you just capture zone to 100%. Again, that's quite good. There are other ones, but those are kind of my favorite ones. So what I recommend is when you spawn in, avoid those contracts for now, and I'd only focus on 2 contracts, and those would be the spore control contracts and the outlast contract. And I'll explain why. You basically want to get some kills with those contracts and then do the other contracts. So like I said, when you spawn in, go to either an outlast contract, which is the one with the satellite dish symbol, or go to the spore control contract, which is the egg symbol. With the outlast contract, what you have to do is go to a certain area, activate the PND, and basically you then have to stay on that zone, almost like hardpoint for multiplayer, and it'll go up to 100%, and then you've captured the zone and the contract will be complete. But what we want to do is we want to kind of exploit that, because during that contract, unlimited zombies are going to spawn. So obviously don't complete the contract, just keep it going for a little while. So get the capture rate up to about 50-60% to get more zombies spawning in, then hop off of that zone, make sure it doesn't go up to 100%, otherwise the contract will complete and then it'll finish. And then while you're off of that zone, you can still keep getting kills. Now you want to locate the spawn area for zombies. Basically in the outlast contract, most of the zombies will only spawn from one specific area, so try and find the area where they're coming from and just stand near their area and just keep killing them over and over again as they're spawning up from the ground. It just makes it a lot more efficient, and you can keep killing them over and over again really, really quickly. I'd recommend having on the PhD flopper perk. You can either get that from inventory, from certain contracts, you can buy it from the machine, you can get it from rewards, loads of different ways to get it, but just try and get the PhD flopper perk if you can. And this is because it reduces explosive damage, which the hellhounds will do when you shoot them. So not only will they run up to you quite fast, they'll do damage from hitting you, but also they'll do a bit of fire damage once they die. They do a little mini explosion, and therefore if you have PhD flopper perk, it will reduce that damage significantly and you'll take much less damage for them, so you're much less likely to die. So have the PhD flopper perk on if you can, have self revive and stims on if you can, and ideally have the speed cola or stamina up perk if you can, just so you can reload faster and run away from the zombies faster if you need. I recommend doing mainly headshots and conserving your ammo early on in the game, as you'll start off with very limited ammo. After a while, lots of zombies will be killed, they'll drop lots of ammo packs, you can just pick them up. But to start off with, you need to be a bit more careful with your ammo. Don't get cornered, avoid the nuke power-ups, and make use of certain other power-ups such as the insta-kill. Obviously you can instantly kill the zombies, so it's much easier. And make sure to use all of your other things, you know, your weapon, but also your lethal equipment, any kill streaks you've got, and your field upgrade. Ideally I'd recommend put on the energy mine, but whatever you guys want, it just is good for clearing zombies, and it gets you lots of XP, but it also gets you a lot of weapon XP too. So if you need level up weapons, this is a great way. And basically what you want to do is you want to keep getting kills at this outlast contract. You can keep doing this over and over again, but if you're mainly focused on weapon XP, there will be a cap at about 750 kills, and after that the earn rate of weapon XP goes drastically down. So if you're focusing on leveling up your guns and earning battle pass tokens, after 750 kills, finish this contract. You can do it for as long as you want. It will keep spawning zombies over and over again to get kills, so you can get loads of kills. Every zombie you kill is going to get you 20 XP, but honestly, zombies are so easy to kill, you get so many of them, you get thousands and thousands of XP at the end just by getting kills, so it's definitely worth going for a lot of kills if you can. The other good contract for farming a lot of kills is the spore control contract. Now for this one, there's 6 zombies, spores or eggs basically, that are in a specific reason. They'll be frozen with a shell that's impenetrable to bullets. You'll be given a blue toolbox with inhibitors that you can pick up. These are tactical equipment that you can place down near the zombie spores, and what it does is they'll send out pulses to temporarily disrupt this outer spore shell, allowing you to shoot the spore and destroy it. And obviously doing this for all 6 will complete the contract, but again, we don't want to complete the contract, we just want to keep it running for a while to get lots and lots of kills. So when you get to this contract, pick up all of the inhibitors, so you equip 2 to your person and then stow the rest in your inventory. Place these down at the spores, causing the zombies to spawn in. They won't spawn in until you actually put the inhibitor down, so you need to put them down at the eggs. And then a lot of zombies will keep spawning in once you do this, but obviously, like I said, we don't want to complete the contract, so let the zombies spawn in the whole time and don't destroy the spores. After a while, the inhibitor for that spore will stop working and the spore shell will kind of come back again, causing the zombies to stop spawning from that egg. So what you need to do is then get more inhibitors. I'll explain where to in just a minute. So you just need to put down another inhibitor if you've got it to restart the process. Now, managing all 6 of these spores can be quite timely and waste a lot of time and effort on getting zombie kills for weapon XP. So it might be worth trying to destroy maybe 2 to 3 of these spores and only focusing on the ones that are closer together, because that way you can easily manage the ones in that area, get kills more efficiently rather than having to run around to all different spores. So stay in one little area, keep 2 or 3, maybe 4 around you, and destroy the other ones that are further away, as it's just going to waste time. Now you want to avoid shooting the spores that you're focusing on once it's exposed, as like I say, this will cause the zombies to stop spawning from that area and you'll lose that spore altogether, and therefore you're a step closer to completing the contract, which you don't want. So keep this going for a while, like I say, and then once you run out of inhibitor devices, you can go to an ammo reserve, pick up 2 more and place them down. There is a cooldown on ammo reserves, but by the time the inhibitors have been used up again, you then can go and get more from the ammo reserve, so it's not too bad. Again, make sure you're using your gun, lethal lethal equipment, any kill streaks, and your field upgrades such as the energy mine. It's great for weapon XP and XP too. And once again, make sure you're conserving your ammo early on, don't get cornered, avoid the nuke power-ups, and make use of other power-ups such as insta-kill. And also, there is that cap once again of about 750 kills, especially if you're getting weapon XP. It should be okay for normal XP, but for weapon XP, it does reduce after a while, so don't do the contract forever. Now, once you guys have completed either the Outlaws contract or the Spore Control contract, it doesn't matter which one you do. Let's say you've got about 750 kills, that's when I'd recommend stopping. I'd then basically just keep going for the other contracts until the game ends. So keep going for the HVT contracts, keep going for the Deliver Cargo contracts, and any other useful contracts you guys want to do, but some of the other ones are a bit more complicated. Those are the best ones I'd recommend. Keep doing them over and over again. You'll get lots of XP in the process, you'll get lots of good gear, rewards, all that stuff, and also you're spending time in game. So the longer you spend in game, the more XP you're getting towards your battle pass. I would recommend waiting until pretty much the end of the game, and then you can exfil. So go to any of the exfil points, shoot all the zombies. There won't be so many in this area because obviously they've kind of patched this exfil farming exploit, and basically in that area there'll still be a fair amount of zombies towards the end of the game. Do one round of exfil, get all the kills using your gun, lethal equipment, field upgrade, all that stuff, and then when the helicopter comes in, obviously you can get on and then leave the match and exfil, and that will get you a boost as well. And obviously if you've picked up lots of good gear or done lots of looting, that will get you more XP, so open lots of loot boxes if you can, and any valuable items you can either sell them or keep them in your inventory and it will convert it to cash. That will all give you more XP as well. So it's not just about getting kills, it's also about doing the contracts. Looting itself is going to get you XP, but also the stuff you get from looting is going to get you XP because they convert the money to XP as well. So all of this is going to be really good for you guys. Wait towards the end of the game when the Ether Storm is about to expand. So once the timer counts down from like 45 minutes, whatever it is, when it gets to about 0, and then the Ether Storm will start just before that, or about that time is when you want to find an exfil point and exfil. If you do that, you're going to get a ton of battle pass tokens. Hope you guys found this useful. If you did, be sure to drop a like on the video. Check out my other MW3 guides. Like I said, I've got a camo guides playlist. I've got lots of zombie guides, like how to get the friendly pet Hellhound, which protects you. It instantly revives you if you're down, and it's just a great asset to have in zombies, and it's got a ton of health as well, so he can't die easily. So check that out if you guys want help with unlocking that. Check out my other zombies contracts or other zombies guides, and like I say, I've got weapon XP guides if you guys need help with that as well. Finally, if you're not already, just make sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all my latest MW3 and Warzone videos. I've got tons of new challenge guides and methods coming out all the time, so you're going to want to stay up to date. But with that being said, hope you guys found it helpful, and I'll see you all on the next one.